we have a topic?
No, we don't. I figured
Ranting part 2.
We'll just be like, catch up.
Yes.
Catch up,
Welcome
please.
back to Faithfully Unfiltered Moms. I don't know what episode we're in anymore. 7?
7. I think it's 7. Yep.
Ah, catch up.
Yep. Because Allie was in Texas.
Yeah. Traveling and doing things.
Yeah. How was that?
Getting into trouble. Getting into trouble, trying to stay out of trouble. You know, all the fun things.
Fun.
It was good though, but a lot of stuff happened. Yeah. With Charlotte. Anyway. Yeah. Big family coming together. It was nice. Mm-hmm. It was really nice. I mean, I haven't seen the whole family, like all my dad's side of the family together like that in a long time. Yeah. So there's
that's nice though.
There's like 50 of us, 60 of us.
Wow.
Yeah. You have a big family too though, right?
On my mom's side. Yeah.
Aren't you guys like 40 or something? Or 20, just you and your brothers?
Oh, you mean like just in my immediate family? Yeah, there's 6 of us and then 3 spouses, so 9, and then 5 kids.
Yeah.
11. No, that's not 11. That's 14.
Well, cool. I can't do math either, so I just agreed.
Yeah, so there's 14. Yeah, 14 of us just in my immediate family.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, that it is. It is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I like your shirt. That's a new one.
Oh, I've had it. I just don't ever wear it.
Oh, I like that. What does it say? What, Joshua 1:9?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, my mom got it for me a long time ago.
I like it. Very cool.
Mackie swimming. She loves it. She goes all the way up. She goes under and loves it.
She does?
Mm-hmm. Like I'll
my gosh.
dunk her underneath and she comes up and she's like, and then she starts laughing. Perfect. And then she'll start to go, like counting down, like to do it again. Yeah. You know? No, she loves it. So
that's cool.
That's our Saturday thing now. Now we go to mom and dad's and go to the pool for like an hour just to get her in, keep her, you know,
comfortable.
Yeah. So
Charlotte, we tried to get her in the pool when we were at my mom's, but she wasn't interested. And it was really cold. But Arlene jumped in like a fish, didn't miss a beat. I mean, it's not been that cold. It's been like 50s, 60s at night, and then during the day it climbs up to the 80s, like high 70s, 80s.
That's cool. It's been like 98 here.
Yeah, don't miss that.
It's brutal. It's been
brutal. Just like,
and Matt's AC broke in his car.
Oh, that's terrible. I remember in high school I had a car that had no AC, and I just drove around with the windows down all day, every day.
Matt's car he had when we first started dating had no AC, so I'm like, well, babe, it's just like the old days.
Like a circle of life.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, gosh, come on, like we cannot buy another car this year. Like we've been, and you know, we're trying to potentially buy this place, you know.
Yeah.
Which we have to do in like 2 months if we're gonna do it.
Oh, no
pressure. Ask me with what money. I don't know. I'm not sure, but you know.
Well, if it's supposed to be, it will happen.
That's what I keep telling myself. If it's meant to be, it will be.
I really hope that works out.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that spot's amazing. Your spot is...
We love it. We love it so much.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a perfect spot, like, to raise a family. You know, if Danny and I could have afforded something in that area, we would have been there.
I know.
Right down the street from my parents. Are you kidding?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just Saturday morning run over there, let her jump in the pool, and even though there's a pool here, but it's much nicer to go.
Yes.
You know,
and
to my parents.
Mom,
yeah, exactly. My parents love it because they come and they just sit outside while we're in the pool playing, and you know, my dad got a really cute video of her, but he has a Samsung, so it doesn't. I know.
Those Android people, what you doing?
So of course he's like, I'll send you the video. I'm like, it's not gonna come out good now because, you know,
Do you have WhatsApp? Or if he has WhatsApp, it will
I
work.
did. I sent it to Matt through WhatsApp. It still was blurry.
Yeah.
I know. So I'm gonna have my brother mess with it tonight and see if he can figure out a way so I can then send it to you. Because right now you can't. We're just blobs in the video. Like it's so unclear.
It's the terrible quality, I guess.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I don't even know if I cleaned my camera.
Oh, and and I'm on my laptop today. I don't have Matt's fancy camera because he's not here, obviously. So
I was thinking of jumping on my laptop because then I was going to use these bad boys. Oh yeah, this is what was going to happen.
That's nice.
But there's no microphone, so I was like, that's kind of silly.
Oh yeah,
these have a microphone.
At least have the mic on it. Yeah,
I guess. I mean, we'll see how the quality turns out. But
I want to see my new reading glasses.
Earhawk. You got glasses finally?
These are my reading glasses. These are just for reading.
Oh, those are cute. Oh, you look so smart.
I can't look. It's hard to look at you in them because it makes it blurry because these are just for reading. And then I have another pair that I wear at work.
So do you pop those bad boys on when you're trying to look at the estimates and stuff now?
No, I had the ones at work I have that I wear. I can wear them all the time.
Are they like transitional or
but I'm having trouble adjusting because
those are hard to adjust.
Okay, all right. So there's not something wrong with me because I'm like it almost when I'm having to look down then up and down and up and then it almost then gets blurry.
Like,
yeah, and then it's like so I kind of just am doing it piece by piece. Like if I know I'm going to be sitting at the computer for a while, I'll put them on, but otherwise.
Yeah, those are hard to adjust to.
Yeah. I know Fernando's of course
you needed glasses for far away too?
No.
Oh, so why are they transitional?
So that I didn't have to constantly be putting them regular. On. Yeah, they transitioned. Yeah,
I got.
So that's what's kind of hard. And also like looking at the computer down to the page, like just getting old.
Just life things
about that place. And then Jamie was like, why don't you go to Miss Fran? And I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot about that place. So
it's a good spot. It is. I really loved talking to Miss Pam because I think it was like the first week or so I had a really hard time dropping her off because Arlene, she knew, and it was so interesting the way that she would act with me versus how she would act with Dan. So like with me when I would, because I was at the end of my maternity leave with Charlotte, so I would drop Arlene off and I'd say bye, and then she would like latch onto my leg and she didn't want to go inside.
Yeah, Michaela does that to me now.
Yeah.
I just pry her off and
but I had a problem with that because she never acted that way with my parents. So whatever, I know, different situation, different scenario, different people, but you have to hear me out on this different point of view. And then, but then with Dan would take her, bye, see you later, gone, no problem, not a single problem. She'd say, bye, Daddy, see you later.
Yeah, Mackie does that with Matt.
But she knows, I guess she just knows.
No, but I also think it's the bond, like it, because I just started dropping Michaela off this month, and even the teachers, they said, they go, wow, she's a mommy's girl. Like, because she didn't do that with Matt. She would just walk in and be, every once in a while he said she'd cry, but me, nope, it's the second we get to that door, she grabs onto my pant leg. Yep. Where she's marching in, like, fine, she has her little backpack on, marching in totally fine. We get to the door and it's like, nope.
Yeah. She's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
This is not the playground.
Yeah. I think it's a mom thing. I really do.
It must be. Because I remember Miss Pam was even like, I'll just pick her up and bring her in. And I was like, no, I don't want that. But I should have, obviously they know what they're talking about. But I was like,
yeah, you have to. And it sucks because like the first couple times it happened, I called Matt leaving and I was like, she's crying, and he's like, yeah, she'll be fine.
That mom guilt. I was like, guilt is terrible.
But yeah, I think it's got to be a mom thing then, because same thing with Matt. She doesn't.
I wonder if other moms experience that.
I don't know. I can't communicate.
Leave a comment if you have the same experience. We'd love to hear it.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, and then the other day I'm picking her up on Friday, and they're on the playground because I left work early and picked up early, and she's sitting out there with her teacher, and of course she sees me and she starts crying when she saw me, which she does sometimes, but not all the time anymore, really. She used to do it a lot in the beginning, but now she, so I was like, oh man, I was like, what's wrong? And the teachers look at me and they go, what's wrong with her today? I said, what? And they're like, she keep crying. What's wrong with her today? And I'm just looking at them like,
were you not with her all day?
Thank you. I'm like, I don't know. I was at work.
I is confused. I is confused. Aren't you the teacher?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, shouldn't I be asking you that? What's wrong with her today?
Wait a second. You switched the roles too quickly for me here.
Yeah. I was just like, I don't know. Like, she's just in a mood, I guess. I'm pretty sure she's breaking molars right now because she's been drooling like a beast.
Charlotte had a hard time with those, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's awake right now. She's just playing.
Well, but Mackie's canines are already in. Yeah, because
she's
she's
got everything in.
Yeah.
She's literally got everything. It's now just molars.
So Charlotte's canines came in later, and then her molars came in. So she had a hard time with those guys, and of course all 4 of them came in at the same time.
Yeah, no, she's got a full mouth. It's scary looking, like a shark mouth. She opens her mouth and we're like, kid's gonna need such braces. It's so bad.
Oh, are they crooked?
Oh my gosh, she's got her mother and her father's mouth, which is not good because she's got like my upper teeth, like the shape of her mouth, which I can tell is going to be a problem, and then the bottom teeth, she's got her father's like. So
did you have braces?
Twice.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
And I was a thumb sucker. So
she's not a thumb sucker though. She's a Paci.
No,
right?
She's a Paci girl, but I know I need to stop it, but I'm just like, I don't have the energy to deal with that. So if anyone has any suggestions on how to get rid of
leave a comment.
Yeah, without losing your mind and wanting to blow your brains out, that'd be great. Thanks.
I mean, okay, so on my venture of weaning Charlotte, because we are still breastfeeding, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I think you told me that.
Yeah, so we're still breastfeeding. She's 21 months. She's at this point we're at extended breastfeeding. Like it's beyond. Well, so breastfeeding organizations, they recommend till 2 now. I don't know if but my problem was the nighttime feedings. It was the getting up in the middle of the night and then having to do the breastfeeding thing, put her back to sleep, and it was exhausting and just unnecessary.
When did you still doing that?
Hold on. So then it got to the point where I tell her, no mommy's milk. We'll have mommy's milk in the morning when the sun is up. And she'd scream and she'd cry and she'd get frustrated. Then I'd give in and I'd give her the boob again. And then she'd go back to sleep. Out of convenience, I just kept this routine. Yeah. But then I was like, okay, no mommy's milk. You'll have milk in the morning. And then she says, eat. So she's like hungry. I'm like, you're hungry in the middle of the night? Like, so we'd come downstairs, she'd get a snack, like we're talking like 2:00 in the morning, right? Doing this over and over again. And I'm like, this can't keep happening. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos, super helpful. There's like a schedule that you follow. And I talked to a really good friend of mine, and she was like, one of the moms up here that I have bonded with. She's like, you just have to let them go through the emotions and you can't give in. You have to learn your boundaries. You have to set your boundaries and you have to stick with your boundaries. So I don't know if this would be helpful in any way with the Paci situation. I feel like it could, because it's,
well, I think I
uses it for comfort, just like Charlotte.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But it's me not wanting to deal with the
crying. I know. I hear you. I 1000% hear you. But you know what Tracy told me? Tracy was like, it's not our job to keep them happy. It's our job to comfort them and give them alternatives and show them that it's okay to cry and go through that process of accepting the boundary. The boundary is no more milk, the boundary, or mommy's milk, the boundary is no more Paci, right? Mm-hmm. We're just putting in comparison.
Yeah.
And they're gonna cry and they're gonna get pissed off. And Charlotte did so this was like a process of like 2 weeks, because I kept doing this on and off, situation, giving in, situation, because I knew as soon as I just gave her the boob, she'd go right to sleep, no problem, like no issues. So out of convenience, I was like, forget it, I'm just gonna give in. But I in turn, I was making more problems for myself and for Charlotte, because it was confusing for her.
Yeah.
Because I just give in, and then she's like, oh, if I just cry, I can just get my way kind of mindset. And I was just messing her up more. So one of the nights I was like, I just had to stick to it. And my other biggest thing was I felt so bad because it kept waking Arlene up. So one of the nights I was like, Arlene, you're gonna have to sleep with Daddy in Mommy's room, and Charlotte and I are gonna hash it out.
Yeah.
And we did. So, and it was very successful. And I think honestly, because it was such a gradual process of, the crying was only probably like the first night I was like hardcore with it. Excuse me. She cried for probably like 30 minutes, but I just held her and she has like a little duck and a little bear. And I was like, here's your duck and here's your bear. And then I'd rock her, or I would rub her back, or I started even, Tracy was recommending like breastfeeding or sleep association. So like sleep association instead of, as I'm breastfeeding, I associate the sleeping with humming or duck and bear or a blanket or the rocking or the rubbing on the back. So just giving her alternatives instead of just ripping it, cold turkey. You can go that route, but I've always some parents would think that I chose the harder route, of, not everyone wants to sit there and rock their kid or take the time to, I don't know.
The thing is, I can't, like, rocking her is not gonna happen.
No, I know. I
know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know how else to do, because with her Paci, it's like just not giving it to her.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna have to be.
Can you give her a toy or like a blanket?
She has a blanket and she has 700 stuffed animals, and
so maybe just implement. Okay. Oh, and you know what else really helped was telling her ahead of time. She understands. You think they don't understand, but they do.
She does.
They get it. For a minute, it took me a while. I was like, I don't know if she really understands, and that was just me dumbing her down.
Sorry,
which
I'm
was
watching her throw stuff out of the crib right now.
Is she awake?
She's sitting. Yeah, she's been awake. She's just playing in there quietly, so I'm letting it ride.
But for me, also, what also helped was just telling her at bedtime, okay, you're gonna have mommy's milk now, but when there's no more sun and the moon is out, or what I say, when it's dark outside, no more mommy's milk and no eat. Mm-hmm. And I told her that ahead of time, and it actually did help. Yeah. Because when she came into my room and wanted me, I said, look, we always keep the window open in the hallway. And so you can see like the sunrise and whatever. Anyway, so it's dark. I was like, look, it's dark outside. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, okay. So she says now, okay. Mm-hmm. And I was like, so no mommy's milk. Okay. And she got upset a few times, but now she's sleeping through the night till like 5 or 6. And so anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's just going to be reverting back. Like, it's just going to be a hard few nights, know. Mm-hmm. It's just,
or like just at bedtime be like, okay, no Paci, or you can have counting down was another thing Tracy recommended. Was like, for me, when I'm breastfeeding her, I was like, okay, 3 or 5 more seconds of breastfeeding and count out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now sometimes she does it, like when she left at 5, 4, she'll just go and then but that's anyway awesome. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's crazy because the goal for me was like 1 year, and then we went past, and here we are. Yeah. I'm proud to say that I have made it this far, but I also would like my body back.
Yeah.
And I really need to be firm in my boundary setting, because my life matters too.
Yeah. I mean, it matters so much because,
but we
you're
set the
the
as
one to take
moms,
care of
we
them.
set the mood of the house,
Mm-hmm.
and I realized that more and more
Yeah.
being a stay-at-home mom. I set the mood, when Dan comes in the door, if I say hi to him or I don't say hi to him and he comes to say hi to me and I'm in a
Mm-hmm.
cranky mood, the afternoon's not going to be so great, even
Yeah.
with the girls. But if he
Mm-hmm.
comes in and I'm in a better mood or I try to push, for those last 3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little more patient with each other, a little happier with each other,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
not guaranteed all the time because sometimes he has a terrible day too. But that's family life.
Oh yeah. I mean, everyone has their days.
Mhm.
Sometimes I feel like me and Matt are on the same cycle. I'm like, this isn't working. So I've been super PMSy all week. And then this morning he was like in a mood and I'm going, well, there's only room for one hormonal biatch in this house, and I called it. My
That's
turn.
so funny. I don't see it. So frustrating for me because I have the IUD in and I don't know. I'm sure I still get those hormone surges, but I don't get the actual administration process of it. So I just am like, I don't know when or if,
Yeah.
I'm just like, why do I feel so cranky now? And then like a couple days later, I'll feel better. And I'm like, oh, I was
Yeah.
probably
What was it the
having.
other day? I just started like crying about something so silly. And Matt's looking at me. He's like, "What is wrong with you?" And then I just was like, "I'm PMSing." He goes, "Okay, that's right. That's right. It's okay. It's okay." Like, try to calm me down. I'm like, I
Oh,
was, oh my gosh, I'm into watching Reba on Netflix, Reba the sitcom,
yes.
which I just love because I love her and it's so wholesome and wonderful,
It's a good show.
it's so good. But it was like early on in season or the end of season one when Cheyenne has her baby
Mm-hmm.
and she's like flashing back to when she was pregnant with Cheyenne and like I was sobbing like hysterically crying over this
Oh
because
my
I'm like thinking
gosh.
about Michaela and Michaela
Yeah.
growing up and all this.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I was like, yeah, you should not be crying this hard over Reba.
Oh, I watched it. So I watched Melissa and Joey, that's an
Yeah,
old show.
yes, that's another good show.
I've been watching that one. But then the other night I was like, I really wanted to watch a movie. And so we don't have Netflix, we don't have Disney Plus, we don't have anything. We just have like Comcast
Mm-hmm.
streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So any of the movies that we have are like, old, like
Yeah.
super old. So I watched this and knockoff, like just weird.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who the actors are,
Oh
nothing.
yeah,
So for some reason, I decided to watch this one called Plus One at an Amish Wedding or something.
What?
Yeah, so I'm watching this, and it's basically like this veterinarian guy who meets this human doctor girl, and he keeps from her that his family is Amish, and he was Amish, and they go through the whole process of like whatever. He ends up going. He ends up inviting her to like a Amish wedding with him,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever. At the end, like they broke up because she was like, I'm not gonna make you choose between me and your
Oh
Amish
man.
family,
The classic
the classic. And then they get back
breakup
together.
reason, yeah.
And then he's like, wherever you are is home. And I was like, meh.
So are you now churning your own butter because you want to be Amish? Be honest. Be Amish.
Figure it out, I might.
Oh my gosh, I sent my mom this thing on I saw it on Instagram or something where it was like showing the sourdough starter and it's
Yeah.
like millennial adults version of a Tamagotchi. I was like, that's amazing.
Speaking of sourdough, I officially named my starter. Yes, I am one of those people now.
Oh
Can you
God.
guess what her name is? It's a girl name. I said her.
Does it have to do with sourdough?
No, nothing. It's a famous singer.
Taylor?
No.
A famous singer?
Think of all this like popular songs.
I don't know.
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry?
Cause you're hot, then you're cold. You're up, then you're down. You're right when it's wrong. You whatever. I don't know the lyrics.
Wow. That's
okay. But wait. Hear me out. Why? Okay, because like every time I go to feed my starter, it starts to grow, and I'm like, wait, I can't make bread now. So then it just goes up and then it goes down, and then I have to discard it, and then I feed it again. It's this vicious cycle. And I have all this discard. I just like making all kinds of sourdough discard.
But not making any bread. But no bread. There's no bread.
It's like, so you're not making loaves anymore? I'm like, no, I don't. I just they keep going up and down.
You're like, I can't. That's good. I like that.
Oh yeah, so Katy Perry. Funny. Katy Perry's over there, by the way, up and down. I gotta discard it.
Oh my god!
I wanted to make bread this weekend, so that's why I kept feeding it. But whatever, here we are.
Yeah.
Struggle.
I don't even have starter anymore.
I'm sure your mom's got some backup.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
My dad, when he came, I don't know if any other sourdough people do this. I have a feeling it's just something my dad does. Where you keep like a dirty spoon, a dirty sourdough spoon. I feel like no. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not like I wouldn't call myself a sourdough person at all. I would call myself someone who's made dough or made bread twice.
So I don't know.
Charlene, comment on this. Is that normal?
Comment and let us know if this is normal, because if not, I'm gonna get rid of this spoon.
I feel like, am I just throwing unhealthy bacteria now?
I mean, probably. So it's okay. So when my dad came, he's like, keep this spoon, and every time you like mix your starter or whatever, just use this spoon. And so basically it has dried sourdough starter mix or whatever. And so if my starter ever goes bad, I can just pick off this stuff, feed it, and then it's supposed to reactivate. I haven't had that issue yet.
Okay.
Again, if anybody else does this, if I'm the only one in the sourdough community who has this dirty spoon sitting on.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds weird, but also sourdough people are kind of weird. So,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I know. Who the heck spends the whole day flipping bread? I'm literally like, Dan, you gotta take care of the girls today. I gotta flip the bread. I can't. I got dirty hands. I got flour and water.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Oh, like all plans set aside for sourdough flipping day.
Seriously. Oh my gosh.
That's funny. So funny.
That's funny.
It's like a 3-day process. I love it. It's exhausting.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't keep up with it. I was like,
no, I know. And that's why I couldn't keep up with it when I was working. There was no way.
Yeah, I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? But I told Matt our goal is by the time she's in kindergarten for me to only work if I want to. Like that's our goal.
Yay.
Which is it's 4 years. A little less than 4 years.
Or part-time.
I want to be able to pick my kid up from school and do her after school activities with her, do her homework with her. I want to be able to go on the field trip if I, or be class mom, like, I don't necessarily want to have her home with me all day. Like I don't think I'm cut out for homeschool.
Yeah.
But I want to be involved.
No, I think that's awesome.
Like,
I think it's amazing.
So I don't want to ever be able to be like, or ever have to say, no, mommy can't do that because she has to work today.
Yeah. Yes,
you know,
I love that. Yeah.
like I want to be able to do everything, you know, I want to experience it all with her. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's
I feel like
a long-term goal.
if like we could afford something like that, I don't know, I would do that, but we have a second kid and I'm gonna have to pay for something regardless, you know, whether it be Arlene go to school. See, the thing is, I don't want to put her in public school.
Yeah.
I'm very uncomfortable
See,
with
but
it.
that's why I want this house so freaking bad too, because I do want to be able to put her in public school because I don't want to have to spend the money on private. And I love the schools out here, and I just love this area. Like, it's so.
I mean, I grew up in that area. I went to all the schools there, and I still saw. I mean, you're not okay. You're still gonna see things, right? Regardless, Arlene sees things regardless, even though she's homeschooled, right? So, like,
well, yeah,
you know what I mean. So, like,
well, you see stuff in private school. Private school is not safe.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
So that's where I did like
my thing for me. It's like what I want for her, I can't afford. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna do it myself.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, I don't know the stuff I'm hearing even in private school. I'm like, well, I don't want to pay for that, you know.
Sure.
But that's also why I want to be able to not have to be working, so then I can be super involved. So then it's like, okay, so she goes to school and might hear things that I don't necessarily love, but I'm there.
You can help nurture.
I'm there exactly. So
her,
she's not, you know, I don't want her going to aftercare. You know, I don't want her being raised by the school system. You know, I want her being raised by me and going there, learning her, getting her education, but then getting her worldly education through me, you know?
Yeah. She'll be well-rounded. She will be very well-rounded. I mean, I went to all public school and I'm a little crazy, but it's okay.
You're just fine. I went to all private school. Crazy. I tell you. Nothing.
You're a little crazy. You're fine too.
It's fine. And honestly, I don't know. Who was we talking? Oh, I was talking to Amber at work about, you know, she was talking about like dating websites and how I didn't even think about this, where I'm like, thank you God for sending me my life partner and I don't have to date in this day and age, because she's like, yeah, nowadays you have to worry about, are they really a man? Are they this? And I'm just like, I didn't even
Thank God
think
I found
of that.
Dan before that started happening.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't even think of that whole thing. And so we were just kind of
she was telling me about that before we moved.
Yeah, and I said, well, the good news is that people like that are just going to die off, right? Because they can't procreate, right? So like, it's simple nature. So
yeah, I mean, we would hope so. The thing is now though, like, they're adopting and having other. Sorry, what?
Matt's just getting home for the dog dinner.
Oh, okay. I guess like my thing is like, so how do I say this without being whatever? We're unfiltered. Okay, so
how do I say this without offending people? Wait, nope, we're just gonna do it.
We're unfiltered. That's our pass. We're gonna have a pass go.
Yeah.
So like my thing is like people who have this lifestyle it's an idea, right? It's wholeheartedly an idea. See, I don't know, because like I have so many mixed feelings about this. Like I feel like some people at a young age either get this idea and go with it, or they are truly born like that. I don't know. You know, like that's controversy.
And that's not honestly something that we have to worry about deciphering, because it's not our job to judge that. And like, you know what I mean?
No, I wholeheartedly agree.
So I'm working.
Trying to make the money, sir. Did he have Mackie?
Trying to get likes and follows. No, Mackie's still in her crib, but he doesn't even know she's up. Mackie's up, babe, if you wanted to get her. But yeah, it's like, it's not our job to judge it. Yes, we also don't have to accept it.
I agree.
You know, and that's the thing.
Where I'm going with that is that like people can impress the younger crowd, right? Like Miss Rachel has this person on.
It's her sister.
Okay, it's her sister. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I just found that. Matt just told me this week.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So okay.
And you know Mr. Adams, her husband. Sorry.
Yes, you did tell me that. You're the one who told me that actually.
Yeah.
But no, but like gender confusion, right? Because even me as an adult, I'm like, is that a girl or is that a boy?
Yeah.
Bottom line is it doesn't matter what it is. That it doesn't matter
Who
what they are. Excuse me. I know. I'm really bad at that. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. But okay. So, but like they can and they can unintentionally impress the younger generation that that might be an option for them. So yes, because they cannot procreate ideally in a perfect world, they are going to die out. But if they continue to impress the younger generation the way that they are in all of these cartoons that I've seen, even in Bluey now, they have it in Bluey, they have it in Dino Ranch, they have it in a few other shows. I mean, we're talking like it's angled towards like VPK.
But the good thing is, like, for people like us, you acknowledge that, so then you try to limit what your kids are seeing, and and we're involved in our child's life, and we don't
and we have alternatives.
We aren't okay with it, so we'd let them know we're not okay with that. Where I think the problem nowadays is that there's so many parents who, one, are not involved enough, and are too, well, let them free think, let them this, let them that. No, don't. That's not their job. They're a child. Their job is to listen to you. So if you tell them and you raise them a certain way, they won't be like that. No matter what is being shown to them in culture, you know, I think if you're a strong enough parent.
Yes and no. Because my brothers and I were both raised exactly the same, with the same,
but there's
same character, the same foundation, the same church, everything, and
but I don't. Okay.
We're all different. We're all different.
See, this is where I struggle with the gay part.
Unfiltered, bring it on, baby.
Because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't, because of my own personal experience with that.
Yeah.
It's the other stuff, you know, being gay or bi, whatever, who cares? That doesn't bother me one bit, not one bit. What bothers me is I'm a lamp, or changing or altering your body, or saying, well, I'm actually this or I'm actually that.
That's when you go into a psychosis, a psychological.
That's a totally different story. Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know, but that's how I feel about it. Right, I don't have an issue with gay. It's the rest of the twistedness that, and I don't know why I draw the line there, but I do, you know, because I've seen people.
Then that brings sorry to interrupt you. No. That brings me to my question though, like, how do you support, and this was like one of the topics we were going to talk about, I had in our little notes, like, how can you support how can you support the LG, but not the QBT, whatever other letters, other names.
I don't know. I don't have a justified
I don't either.
reason. It's just how my heart feels. That's honestly it. It's just how my heart feels, and how I've honestly, it's how I feel. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
going back to that sense of life, and that sense of peace, and sense of, you know, uncomfortableness or whatever. That's where I also feel, right? Like, I also wholeheartedly have to say, I accept my brother the way he is, and I love him, and I love him. I love him. I love his partner. And I'll say that. I love them both, as both of them, however they are, you know, as a whole, separately, whatever. I even had a neighbor they were two lesbians, and they had a girl, they had a little baby, and I loved them. I loved being with them. I loved spending time with them. Like, before they moved, I even was, you know, we were together with them. Arlene and her little girl's name was Vanessa. They would play together. Now it's interesting though, because Arlene is much older now and she's much more impressionable. So now if I were put in that situation, I don't really know how I would, like, yes, I don't I love those people as they are, because that's my job, is to love them, not to judge them. But to put my kid directly in, like, I don't know. I have so many mixed feelings about it.
I don't know. I guess it's just my thing is how do I put it into words?
I know, as same. Like,
Like it's such a gray area that
it is.
Basically all I can do is what feels right to me.
Yes.
And what feels right to me and for raising my daughter is that we're okay with, like, that's okay. We love those people, like, that are, that's okay. Like, I'm accepting of that. I am not accepting of letting a 5-year-old child tell you whether they're a boy or a girl. I'm not okay with something that is just scientifically, you can't tell them they can make that decision. Like, the decision was made in the womb. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my issue. Like, and that there's so many gay people out there that don't push their ideas onto children. They live their lives and they're happy and they're private. But when you get into all those other letters at the end, it's pushed, and it's this, you need to, be this, and you need to be an extremist. You need to have crazy colored hair and dress weird and wear weird makeup to make a statement and then prove this. No, you don't. Because guess what? At the end of the day, the world is the world and life is life. And you have to, if you want to succeed in life, you have to look professional. You have to look educated. And a lot of times these freak shows, and I'm sorry to use that word, but it is a freak show.
Yeah. I
doesn't make people want to hire you or have you in their life. And you're only going to be involved in the freak show circle. So that's my issue, is when it's being pushed, like I saw a picture of like that said reason to homeschool, and it was like kids holding rainbow flags drawn in class.
What is it? Reason to homeschool?
Reason to homeschool. It was like a reason to homeschool.
Okay.
And it was like rainbow flags colored. Do I think that's done in every public school? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do I think there's probably done and that's where I don't have a problem sending her to public school here. I'm in Florida. Like, we're not gonna.
Got Ron DeSantis, or you got Ron DeSantis.
I got DeSantis here, so he won't allow that because you can't say gay here. No.
Sorry,
but
Republican. What?
MAGA. But you know what I mean. But like, yeah, in New York, I'm not gonna send my kid to a public school in New York. She'll have a strap on by the end of the day.
Oh God, so funny.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Friday night we went to the mall. We never go to the mall. Dan he was going fishing with the guys on Saturday, so he needed something for his fishing pole. So we had to go to Dick's Sporting Goods, and he needed some new shoes for work and whatever. So anyway, we went to the mall. It was Friday afternoon, and we went and had dinner. And so of course at the mall, in the not cafeteria, what do you call it? The food court.
Was there a lunch?
There were many lunch ladies and many lunch boys and men. So anyway, of course, there were a select few who decided to parade through with their clearly men's skirts and bright pink curly hair, and heels. And
Arlene, like, you don't look good.
No, like, I mean, Arlene was like, "Mommy, is that a guy? Is that a man or a woman?" And I was like, "Honey, I don't really know.
You know what you need to tell her next time? Be like, punch him between the legs. You'll find out real fast. The test. We just flick. Teach her to flick them in the balls.
A little flick, yeah. The problem is that she would do that.
I know, it'd be great. Get it on video.
That'll
go viral.
I've been pulling my kid out of juvie for assault, discrimination, and assault. You know. Oh my god. But anyway.
Oh my gosh, my phone.
Yeah. So. I don't know. Those people just, I feel like they always, like, why do they have to scream for attention? You know?
Well, that's like what I'm saying.
Like my brother who's gay and has his partner, they just act so normal. They're normal people. But during the day they behave accordingly, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like Jason and Joe, you know? Like that's where I don't like to like
I know.
That's why I just feel
why can't they just be separate? Why do they have to put them together? But that's what I'm saying.
It's the people who parade it and have to make a scene about it.
Yeah.
And I agree. And again,
well, and then it's okay, so then, well, maybe not bring this point up, but I posted something that said, and it was after the Gay Pride Month, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what month that is, but they have their Gay Pride Month. And
I was going to say February, but I'm pretty sure that's Black History Month.
I don't know.
But no, it's June.
I want to say June. I was going to say June. I think it's June. But anyway, I posted something after that month and said, why don't we have a month celebrating families and procreating and or why don't we celebrate families, because you can even have a kid or something like that. And, you know, a few people got pretty upset about it. And I was like, but it's okay to throw all these other things out. But when I do something like that, I'm in the wrong. Why am I in the wrong? It's freedom of speech.
Yeah.
I mean, come at me, bro. You know?
I know, but that's like what I was saying in the beginning before we started recording. That bothers me is where there's one side that can sit there and, you know, preach all they want, their ideas, but the second our ideas are spoken about, it's like, how dare you?
You know what's cool though that I've noticed a lot is, since all of these things have happened, a lot more Christian families, a lot more Christian things, or, you know, just, I don't want to say Christian because whatever, it's just a lot more things that people who believe in God and believe in the Bible are much more readily available. Like, you have Miss Rachel, but now you also have Holy Sprouts, which is, I mean, if you've even watched it, it's literally like she's mimicking Miss Rachel, but she incorporates, you know, Bible verses, and she incorporates, you know, songs.
I honestly think like there's gonna be a turn, because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like there's more people coming up and vocalizing.
I agree.
That,
and then you have Yippee TV, which I love. Yippee TV. My girls will watch Danny Go. That's nothing like, you know, putting Bible verses or anything, but it's just wholesome. It's wholesome. And there's nothing questionable in there. You know, and just other things, other available shows. And then, but I agree, there is going to be a big turn,
especially once our man Donald gets back in office.
One can hope and have faith. Everyone put your hands together. Let's say a little prayer. Take a moment of quiet.
Before I go on vacation for my wedding in November, I think I'm just going to hand out MAGA hats at work. Be like, everyone, make the right choice.
Make the right choice.
Make the right choice.
America great again.
Or don't come to my wedding. That's what I should have outside the door.
I really
If you didn't vote for Trump, don't come in.
I mean, it's just like, how could, well, okay. The answer is, they, you know, how did this happen? How did we get here in Biden economics? Well, they cheated. Let's just say it like it is.
But did you see that they're like investigating a lot of that stuff now?
No, I don't keep up with anything.
I mean, I read very little.
Yeah.
Very little.
Yeah.
But I just read snippets. I don't dive deep. But yeah, that
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
They're looking into it because there's a lot of ballots missing from 2020.
Yeah. I mean, people were voting with their dead grandmother's voting card, you know?
Well, it's a lot of the mail-in ballots that are missing. So
I thought I heard Charlotte. Oh, she's still sleeping.
oh, Mike
Anyway, she's just hanging out in the room.
Well, now Matt opened the door, so now Tammy's entertaining her at the crib. So she's, showing her Paci and her dolls. So.
But isn't Tammy the one who eats Pacis? No, that's Tux.
No, it's Tammy.
Oh, good.
But she's not giving it to her though.
At least we know she can pass it.
Yeah, she can. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh man, the other night. Oh my God, these two dogs. I can't. The other night, I had them. I can't walk them together anymore. By the way,
why?
Because they get this persona together that they're big and tough and can take anything on. So the other night, Kobe's squatting his poop, and I go to pick it up, and then my fault. I didn't have the thing around my wrist, but I was just holding the leash. Well, he decides to take off towards this pit bull, who I know is in the neighborhood aggressive. Like,
oh my
he's
gosh,
known for being aggressive. I mean, thank God the guy had his dog very well, but I'm screaming and taking on. It's like 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like running across the parking lot to him. And he has his dog and he's got the dog by the neck, and so nothing's happening except for Kobe's chasing this dog.
Yeah.
And the man. I mean, they're going in circles.
Oh my God.
Finally I get to him and I was like, Kobe, stop, and anyway, got between them and it was fine. I felt so bad. I was like, Kobe, you're gonna get your ass beat by another dog. What the heck?
Yeah.
And so it's so crazy because when I walk them separately, they don't do that. They don't bark at other dogs. They don't act like
the same with my dogs. Same.
Freaking idiots.
Yeah, they just egg each other on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tammy's a perfect angel. Walking alone. If I walk them together, she attacks Tux if they see another dog. She attacks Tux though. It's like, why? What are you doing? This doesn't even make sense.
I don't know what it is. I don't understand the dog mindset, but like Pepperjack loved to take him hiking, loved to take him out. We love to take him, other places, but not with Kobe. So Kobe has to stay back, especially to the dog part, because I don't want him to tear his other knee. I don't want him to bust his other knee.
That's what I think I'm going to start doing with Tux and Tammy is honestly just start taking Tammy and letting Tux stay home because he's old anyway, getting older.
Yeah.
And Tammy needs the outlet.
Been
doing. And also I don't want to deal with the fighting. Like their fighting is ridiculous.
Yeah.
She throw her Paci in hers. What? What's happening with this hair? What is happening with this hair?
There she is. Oh, Doodle. Hey, look at that hair, girl.
Let me turn the
Are you in your emo era?
Headphones off so that she can.
Let me see.
Hi, Doodle.
Oh, wait, hang on, it's still not working. Wait.
She's smiling.
Yeah. Say hi to Allie. You see Allie?
Hey. Hi.
I don't know why I can't get the stupid audio to switch.
Can you turn off your Bluetooth? Like just turn it off?
That's what I tried doing because I was trying to.
Doodle went to town riding on a pony.
Okay. Oh, now I hear you. Okay.
Macadoodle. Hi. Where's your nose? Where's your nose? Do you have a nose? Hi.
Where's your nose?
Nose. Where's your eyes? Oh, your mouth? Is your mouth? Oh, you cool.
Oh, no.
Wait, so she can't hear me or you can hear me?
No, she can't hear you.
Oh, I thought you could hear me now. I'm sitting here.
No, I can't figure it out. I'm trying to figure out how to.
I'm like,
I wonder if
it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. So going back to if I was gonna start churning my own butter, we now have a vertical garden, which is super fun. I got some Roma tomatoes. Oh, okay, dogs. So I got some Roma tomatoes. I got some basil. I learned about companion planting. And
like is that like plants that thrive off each other?
Pretty much like I love that air. So pretty much like tomatoes grow with basil because it will help, and marigolds, and because the marigold will deter like aphids, like bad bugs, but will attract good bugs. So I'm learning all about that. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And then we just started a compost.
Oh,
yeah,
fun.
make some good soil. That's why yesterday we were looking for worms. You put worms in the compost.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm working towards the Amish life. I'm just kidding. I'll never
be like a cow tied up back there.
I might have a goat or two. I mean, we just got a TV. So we sold our big TV. And I just got like a little, I don't know, like 20-inch, 26-inch or something, 24, I don't know, whatever size it is, like $20 off of Marketplace. So
okay, nice.
Because we didn't have one for a while, and it was whatever. But it was getting to the point where like Arlene, like we would try to borrow DVDs from the library, and I'd have to sit there and see if it was compatible with my dinosaur math book. And it was getting, I'm like, forget this. We have a DVD player, like an actual like Blu-ray one. We have a good working VHS. Like, let me just get a cheap little $20, $15 TV screen, and we have it. And it's not big. It's not terribly big, so I can just move it if like I want to put it away or leave it there or whatever.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, for a while we were looking pretty Amish.
You still have electricity though, so that's good.
Yeah. I don't think I could go without that, especially AC and fans. Oh my god! Did you know that Amish don't use mirrors either?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Apparently, that's according to that movie I watched. I don't know how accurate that that movie was, but
yeah.
They don't wear makeup. They don't use mirrors. They don't really believe in doctors. And like, well, not all of them. The older generation, I guess, according to the movie, but can't speak for all the Amish.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, geez. All right. Okay. Maggie's saying we need to wrap this up.
All right, McAdoo. That's fine. Yeah. This is probably a long video I'm gonna have to edit.
Probably, but you can cut out a lot.
It's all right. I've gotten really good at it. I don't know if you've seen the videos I've been posting. I've figured out to add some cool things now.
Yeah.
But all right.
All right.
Well, we'll do this again next week.
Yeah, we should. Who's hair? Yeah. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. She like minimized it. I was like, oh god.
I'm here. Well, until next week or whenever we catch up again.
Yeah. No, we'll do next week for sure.
Okay, good.
For sure.
Okay, good. And hopefully maybe we'll have a topic. And if we don't, this is fine too.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.